Hey, good morning, guys. This is Greg Pierkowski reaching out to you from Pierkowski Insurance Agency, achieving your goals at breakneck speed. Hey, I wanted to reach out to you this morning and talk to you a little bit more about some retirement planning, but I want to be specific. As we've been reaching out and doing some outreach programs for retirement planning and some education in the community, I want to tell you specifically where we specialize and what we do to specialize with that. There's a lot of different ways that you can retire. But the biggest thing that we get today is, Greg, how do I retire with a guaranteed income for life? And what is that? Well, is if you're 50 and older, this video is important. Okay, there's two things in here. There's going to be information about being 50 and older. And then there's information of down the road of qualifying and getting Social Security. But we're going to talk about the folks that are 50 years and older. So if you're 50 years and older and you're working, and you're planning, and you've been in a factory or a corporation or a company, you may not have a pension that's available anymore. Some of you may. Some of you may have a pension that gives you a cash out option when you retire or when you decide to leave. Some of you may not have a pension at all, and you're paying into a 401k or a 403b or a TSP account, different titles depending on what type of job you have, whether you're a teacher, a fireman, a policeman, or just a regular worker. So I want to talk to you really briefly about those. If you don't have a pension and you don't have that option, you have a 401k, when you go to retire, you're going to need a guaranteed income for life. And a guaranteed income for life is going to come only through one way. That you're going to want to have in a product called an annuity. It's an equity indexed annuity. And there's different types of annuities. Now, if you're retiring from a company and you've got a pension, and you're getting a guaranteed income for life, that's simply paid out from an annuity. Companies are going to go ahead and they're going to take that portion of your money when you retire, and they're going to purchase an annuity. They're going to keep all the interest. They're going to keep all the growth, and you and your spouse, if you have one, is going to have that guaranteed income for life. So it's an annuity. It's how those pensions are put together. Or sometimes folks have a pension with a lump sum option, and they can take that out and they can buy an annuity with their own guaranteed income for life option with many more benefits to it. Many more benefits to it, to where incomes vary on how you want to take it, when you want to take it, how you want to control that, and even be able to pass it on to beneficiaries past your spouse and have more control over that. Now those are good options. Now, if you don't have a pension at all and you've got a 401k, you're going to need a guaranteed income for life past Social Security. Guys, I'm in that 50 and older group, and I can tell you that I'm not looking to depend on Social Security to pay for my lifestyle, because it's not supposed to do that. It's only supposed to supplement things, and I don't want to depend on that because we don't know what's going to happen there. So, guys, here's what you're looking for. If you're looking for to have a guaranteed income for life, an annuity is going to be the only way to have a guaranteed income for life, to where you can produce in the market without risk, with no more loss. And yes, you can have guarantees. You can. There's guarantees that you can have. And with annuities, there's surrender charges and there's surrender periods. And those are a good thing that we celebrate. They're designed for specific reasons. Now you'd want to understand what that is. And before any of you become YouTube certified and go out and Google what you think that might mean, you might want to talk with me as an advisor, and we can tell you really what that means before you become YouTube certified and watch these videos on what people think they are. Okay? So, for an example, if you invest into an annuity and you've got a surrender period, all that means is they're giving you a guarantee that your money's never going to go backwards. And there is guaranteed growth on that. And the growth is different. We have growth anywhere from 4 all the way on up. The average growth rate we're seeing right now is between 5 and 7.5%. I had a client last year that made over 20% as we reviewed their statement. Now, is that common? No, it's not. He just had a fantastic year. But your average growth without any loss is between 4 and 7%. And yes, there's guarantees. And yes, it's a guaranteed income for life. And yes, your income can grow. But, when you look at annuities, I'm going to wrap this up. The two things that people get caught up on are surrender periods and surrender charges. And those are good things that we celebrate, because at any given point, we can tell you exactly what a particular penalty would be if you take out that money more than what's allowed or earlier than what it's allowed. But from day one, after a year, you can access your money through withdrawals and incomes and riders and benefits and, different things like that. But here's what I know to be true. If someone places their money into an annuity and they put all of the money into it, and at the end of 1 year, for some life emergency that they have to take it from, there's programs that qualify that you can take it out penalty free if you qualify for that. But here's another example I'm going to give you. I've been talking with clients, and we're at the beginning of March, that have already lost 10, 14, 20% they've already lost this year in their money. And there's no guarantee that it's not going to go backwards. But if you could put your money into an annuity, and you had to, for some reason, you just decided that I want to go to Tahiti and I want to blow my money, and you closed your annuity, and at the end of 1 year, you had to pay a penalty of 14% after your distributions you were allowed. Well, I don't recommend you do that. But if you only lost 14% because you decided just to go to Tahiti and have a vacation with their money, and you could guarantee that you would only lose 14%, as opposed to the market right now, where I see clients this year so far, March 1st, that have already lost 20. Now, like I said, at the end of that time, there's many programs that offer penalty-free withdrawals, even taking it all out if you need to, if you qualify for certain programs after 1 year. So I wanted to talk about that because so many people are worried about the economy, they're worried about their income, if you're looking for a guaranteed income for life, and you're happy with, if I could constantly get 5 to 7% growth all the time, and I don't have to get 10% and lose 15 and get 8 and lose 2 and get 20 and lose 24. If you're looking for just a stair-step escalator effect, and you want to have a guaranteed income for life, yes, they're built with guarantees. Stop being YouTube certified. Do not be YouTube certified. It's a good thing, but come meet with our office, where you don't want to be one of those folks that get so frustrated with YouTube videos trying to understand what takes us as advisors years of training and education in college to be able to learn how to do that stuff. So we're going to wrap it up. If you're looking for a guaranteed income for life, you're 50 years old, and you're starting to want to plan, you want to stop losing money and get some solid growth, contact our office, give us a call. This is part 2 to a video that I did quite a while ago, and I'm going to start doing these every week. Hey guys, I look forward to talking with you again, and always remember, achieving your goals at breakneck speed is what we do, we've done, and hey, we look forward to helping you in retirement.